Hey everybody, Curtis here, and I'm going to demo a Diamond Memory Lane 2 on its own now. I compared it to a Strymon Brigader in another video, and so I'm just going to show you some features of this pedal. First off, the pedal comes with a 24 volt adapter. It runs at 18 internally, and I'm going to run it off of my Fuel Tank Junior, and in order to do that, I've purchased this adapter. These two here is a Y cable, and it splits into this cable, and I believe it also reverses the polarity. So two isolated 9 volt outs on my Fuel Tank Junior combine into one 18 volt, and so I plugged that into the Diamond Memory Lane now, and it works. I've also attached via the feedback expression out through a TRS jack from Dan Burgess at This One's Mine, T1M, and this controls the feedback. And yeah, so it's quite handy. This pedal continues to oscillate even when it's in the off mode. So having the feedback controllable from an expression wheel like this, when I'm standing, I just use the side of my shoe, and it just works perfect. That's about where I like feedback normally. This turns it right off. So it's really tiny little nudge of the side of your foot. It's what it's designed for, and it works amazing like that. So I'm going to use my Swart AST 112 combo amplifier and my Gibson ES335. So here's a clean tone. And so the first mode that I'm going to demo for you will be the delay 1, which is a red LED. It is controlled by either this delay time and this feedback level, but since I have this plugged in, this is my feedback level, and they have an option for delay 1 only. There's a switch back here. You can flip to slapback mode. Automatically sets a delay time to a slapback feature, and so it's kind of handy. So I'll let you hear that first. So, standard slapback, it's really great. And right now I should also say the modulation is off. You can turn the modulation on. If this is on, you can turn the modulation on with this knob when you're in delay 1. However, we don't need it on right now. And so I'll turn the slapback off just to show delay 1 with this delay knob. And as you can see, it does that really cool analog delay modulation thing. I normally just leave it in slapback mode, and so that's real great. Now with delay 2, this knob doesn't do anything. The slapback doesn't affect delay 2, which is green. The tap tempo switch sets the time. So you can set it, nice and slow. You can choose between your quarter note and your dotted eighth note. Right now, once again, the modulation is set to off. When you're in the delay 2, which is a green LED mode, this is how you turn the modulation on. There's a click right there in this pot. So, and as you can see, that turns reddish orange, and that means modulation is on. We'll leave that off for a minute. This is mix control, by the way. As well, of the feedback, they have an EQ, which is a tilt EQ. Diamond's commonly found on diamond pedals for EQ. So if you tilt it more to the right, it increases the treble but also removes some of the bass. And when you tweak it to the left, it increases the bass but removes some of the treble and gets darker. So there is a notch right there in that position at 12 o'clock noon, which means the EQ of the repeats only isn't changed. So that's generally where I leave it. So let's just give this a listen right now in dotted eighth mode, I guess. Probably turning up the feedback knob would be wise. And let's just give a quick example of the EQ in a brighter mode. So the repeats are increasingly thinner, and then we'll do the same thing for the darker mode. As you can see, they're darker, less defined. We'll put that back to noon, and we'll switch to quarter note mode. And now we'll add some modulation to the signal, just so you can hear what that's like. Now, I also find that the Diamond Memory Lane 2 does the sort of rhythmic dotted eighths really well, and so we'll tap in a faster tap. I'm just going to show you, as you can still hear, that continues to oscillate and repeat. It goes into a clicking mode. So that's why this one's mine is very handy. Generally, you're going to turn the pedal off when you're done a song so it won't get to that crazy clicking oscillation. One thing you should be known, without the expression pedal, when you turn this on, it continues to oscillate when the pedal is off. So that is why I turn it off. I do that really quickly. Takes the same amount of time or less as turning a stomp switch off. When I turn it back on, it's not clicking anymore. I turn it up, and you just get used to where that needs to be, and you're good to go again. And you can do it the other way if you like, and then turn it off, then turn it on, and turn it up. You know, I prefer to sort of fade them out and then turn it off myself. So that's the Diamond Memory Lane 2 in a nutshell. It's an amazing analog delay pedal, modeled after a Deluxe Memory Man style pedal, but they've added a tap tempo circuit and kept it still 100% analog. It has the proper Panasonic chips like the old ones used to use, and it's just all around amazing delay pedal. And so check it out. They are made in Canada, and so when you're out and about in Canada or in another part of the world, check out a Diamond Memory Lane 2. When you want analog delay, it's right at the top.